I don't understand why we don't respect the Ogg Vorbis file format.
It's actually a better MP3 format.
The OGG?
Yeah, OGG is a better
And
MP3.
it sounds like it's the OG. Like, it's gangster, but we don't, like, I've never gotten an OGG.
If you send me an Ogg Vorbis file, bro, I'm going to swing on you.
Ogg Vorbis.
I'm going to send... that's Spotify's format.
Oh, that's their format.
That's their format. So
Okay.
we're hearing everything in Ogg Vorbis. So the people thinking they never use it, no, you're listening to your Spotify in Ogg Vorbis.
Well, sir, I use Apple Music.
Can I say Apple Music has probably the best compression format to me?
in terms of
Tidal.
quality.
M4A?
Tidal.
Yep.
M4A is terrible.
You are...
M4A
Oh
is
my
not
gosh,
terrible.
he's tripping, bro.
I hate M4A.
You're-
First of all,
no.
you can't open M4A in mad DAWs.
That's very true.
Yeah.
That's whack.
But M4A is the best. To me, it's the best sounding look like on that MP3
It's
scale.
right up there with AIFF and Wave for me.
What is
It's
M4A?
close. But it's not as good as Wave or AIFF.
M4A is the In-N-Out because it's so exclusive. That
In-N-Out
I hate
Burger. Ooh.
Wait, say that again. Say it
it.
again.
M4 is the In-N-Out burger of the file formats.
I
because
like
it's so
it.
exclusive.
Everyone jacks it.
I like it.
Yeah, I
like
love it. It's overrated.
So what's Ogg Vorbis?
Ogg Vorbis is White Castle.
No, you're cheating.
No way.
No. You
That was
ODing,
extreme,
you
but that was
ODing.
good though. That was funny.
That was not funny.
That was not funny.
Ogg Vorbis has to be a restaurant there's not a lot of those restaurants, but people that know about it are like, oh, this is good.
Carl's Jr.
Come on, bro.
Wow.
You know Carl's Jr.
We're
is
going
fine.
Carl's
crazy
Jr.
here.
slaps, but chill.
We're going.
There's
And
not
I don't
a
want
lot
to talk
of
about
those.
that story about how we tried Carl's Jr.
not a
We was
lot of
hungry,
those.
down bad.
What's
was
MP3?
What's MP3?
McDonald's.
No.
Nah.
It's cheap and it's everywhere.
I see what you mean, but
Ooh.
oh, man,
I stand
I
corrected.
don't want to sit there with that.
That
though.
was good.
And
I guess it
Five
is
Guys-
McDonald's.
So what's Wave?
Wave
is Applebee's.
Wave is Shake Shack.
Now
It's
Wave's
expensive
Shake
and
Shack.
Wave no Shake Shack
is
not everywhere.
Shake Shack.
Oh, it's not everywhere though.
It's not everywhere.
Oh,
What?
wait, hold on.
What?
It's
It's
not
Fridays.
everywhere. It's not everywhere. No, because it's not everywhere. And then
But it's expensive.
not every
Dairy
not
Queen?
every no, it's AIFF, but not
DQ
every
is hard,
drinking.
bro.
No DQ.
DQ is kind of tough. I do
DQ
like
is
I do
tough,
like some Dairy
but
Queen.
But
We're not
chill.
gonna call Wave that though.
Yeah, not Wave is not DQ.
But okay, I'll give you better than Shake Shack. That's everywhere.
Popeyes. Wave is hard, bro.
Wave is not Popeyes. That don't feel right.
It just doesn't feel right.
It-
It just doesn't. Like you're right there. You're like
Is
you're
Burger
right
King
there.
better than McDonald's?
In my
It
opinion.
depends on who you asking.
In my opinion, yes.
I'll turn this into a food podcast. It's
He's
not.
like, I'll turn this.
I am
It's an F.
I am a fat boy on the low. I love Burger King.
Burger
What do you
King's
call
entire
this?
menu costs $24.36.
I
knows
love
for a
Burger
fact?
King.
Yeah,
So
Wow.
okay, so I don't think we can pick one for Wave
I can't.
because
What is
the
Flack? Flack is Five Guys.
Flack is some high end shit that you can't get anywhere.
It's Cheesecake
It's
Factory.
no
Cheesecake Factory.
Chick-fil-A.
No, it's good.
I think Flack is Chick-fil-A because the
I got a
quality's
good place.
there.
But
I
it's
got a
not
good
fast
place to take
food.
this.
Flack is not fast food.
Flack is not fast.
It's not
food.
fast
It's
food.
Applebee's.
I got a great place to take this.
That's not- that's
And
fa-
you know,
that's not fast
That's where I'm
food.
about to take it. That's where I'm about
Applebee's
to
is
take
not
it.
fast food.
Are you coked?
Okay.
You sit down at Applebee's.
Okay. So
Sit down.
if Flack is
I can sit down in
Applebee's,
McDonald's too.
if Flack is Applebee's, how do y'all feel about Red Lobster?
Nah, Red
Flag
Lobster's
might be
up
Red
there.
Lobster.
Flag might be Red Lobster.
No,
Yo, I ain't
no,
gonna-
no,
yo,
it's not.
you know-
No, it's
nah, nah,
not. No,
yes,
it's not.
it is.
It's
Yes, it
Wave.
is.
It's Wave. Wave is Red Lobster.
No.
What?
Nah, you know what?
What
Oh,
restaurant
Wave
Wave is IHOP.
Ooh.
Wave is IHOP.
Ooh. International House of pancakes, and it could be
Why'd you
steaks.
spell- Yeah.
Because it was burgers for a time and shit. You know.
You know what?
Y'all
When was
doing
the
weird
last
stuff.
one we just said for Flag?
Red Lobster.
Red Lobster.
Let me tell you something about Red Lobster, bro.
Them Cheddar Bay biscuits.
I don't care how much money I got. I don't care how much money none of y'all got. Red Lobster is premium to me, bro.
It
When I
is.
go to Red Lobster, I am excited. I know when I'm getting, bro. Red Lobster.
Yo, fuck it. After this
slaps,
episode,
bro.
we go to Red
I'm
Lobster.
dead
Yo,
serious.
we
I'm
got
dead
to Red
going after
Lobster.
this.
We'll go.
I'm
Fuck
dead
it.
going
That's
after
dope
this.
funny.
Flack might be Fogo de Chao.
No, it's not that high.
Yes, it
end,
is.
bro.
I feel you on
Flack
that.
is a
I don't-
Flack is a
But it's not
lossless.
Nobu.
But
Flack
it's-
is
no-
not that high end.
Can I tell you why I'm putting?
If Wave is Red Lobster, Flack, because if you can export
Fogo.
from mixed craft to Flack, it's not that high end.
Wait, mixed craft can render in Flack?
Mixed craft can
That's
render
so
a lot of
tough.
things.
And
That's
that
actually
was-
kind of amazing.
If Audacity can render Flack, it's not high end.
So Flack is a lossless format, meaning that
I think that's what Tidal uses.
what do they use? Flack?
I think so, yeah.
Tidal uses Flack?
I think so, yeah.
That'd be interesting.
Wow. Flack is a lossless format. So, and why I say it's Fogo de Chao is because there's not a lot of Fogo de Chaos, right? But Fogo de Chao is a premium experience. This is
sure.
fat as hell.
For sure.
Yeah,
But
it
if
is-
you're
it
an
is
audio
though.
nerd,
For
chances
sure.
are you sit in a chair all day and you like to eat.
Yo, so who's Bossa?
Bossa Nova?
Bossa
it
Nova
just hit
is
me in
not.
my
That's only
head.
in LA, bro. I ain't gonna.
I
cap.
know, but what is that?
That's
is that,
Dolby
is that
Atmos,
important?
bro.
That's Dolby
Dolby
Atmos.
Atmos.
That's Dolby Atmos.
I ain't gonna lie.
That's
Bossa
spatial.
Nova is Dolby
You only get
Atmos.
that like
Once,
when you somewhere.
once in your life.
Dolby Atmos is Bossa Nova.
That's
if
hard.
you
What's
know,
M4A? Oh, M4
You
is
know.
in and out.
M4 is in and out.
In and out, okay.
I totally
What else?
agree.
Are we running out?
MP3, there's MP3, there's Wave, AIFF. What's AIFF?
Adobe Audition.
Olive Garden.
Not sure.
Adobe
You
Audition.
like
is
going to
PA.
Olive Garden? Like if you can't go to Red Lobster, you're gonna go to Olive Garden.
That's just
You're
Golden
on to something.
Corral.
Golden Corral?
AIFF is mid. I don't like AIFF.
Oh, wow.
AIFF is not mid. It's on the same level as Wave. It's on the same level. It's just that no one likes
It's
seeing.
broke wave.
AIFF. No one likes seeing .aif. It's
No one
broke
likes
wave.
seeing-
It's Applebee's.
It's Applebee's.
Or
That was
Fridays.
Applebee's.
It's Fridays.
That was, Fridays.
If Wave is what Red Lobsters, then
Leave-ins.
I like
Fridays.
it.
Leave-ins,
I like
you
it.
and me. Nah.
I like it.
Nah.
Can I get it
nah,
off now?
Nah.
Adobe Audition is PSD.
What the hell is PSD?
Photoshop.
I knew that was about to happen.
Come on.
I knew that was about to happen. Leave-ins, we hit though. Like, support me for this one. What about
Why
Buffalo?
you say it's not even an audio format? It's a PSD file.
We sure we don't want to say AIFF is Buffalo Wild Wings?
Nah, not that.
Nah.
good.
You don't like Buffalo Wild Wings?
Buffalo Wild Wings is
It's
good.
not, it's not unreliable. It's not
It's wings.
unreliable.
It's in that Wingstop
AIFF
category.
is not all reliable.
All right.
Who relies on AIFF?
He's really passionate about this.
I want
I
you.
love it.
If I will argue with you in the comments. If you want my
Comment
attention,
down
just
below
say
if
you
you
rely on
export
AIFF.
AIFF
One
so
thing
that
that's for
so
sure
he can come for you. It's over.
is that
Boom.
McDonald's is MP3 for sure. That's the one
Yeah.
thing I can say for sure.
It's cheap. It's
affordable,
easy, and always
yeah.
there. I'm trying to think. Is there any more?
Is there any more? If there's any more, I'm gonna let me introduce this podcast. How
a
about
MIDI
that?
file? What's a MIDI file?
A MIDI file? Who's a MIDI file?
Who's that
Steak and
MID?
shake?
Who's that mid?
Steak and
Fat
shake.
burger.
Steak and
It's not mid.
shake.
Steak and Shake is
That's
MIDI.
OD.
Because Steak and Shake is cheap and it is good.
It's Arby's.
It'll hit.
Nah, it's not Arby's.
Not mid is Arby's. Arby's,
Arby's is not mid. Arby's is not mid. I'm here to stand. Anyway, welcome to the My Audio Nerds
He uses Pro
podcast,
Tools,
the
people.
podcast for audio nerds like yourself. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Also, make sure that you listen and rate us on Spotify and Apple Music. That helps so much. It really, really does. Please rate us. Leave a review for our podcast. Give us 5 stars, as I would hope. And to the left of me,
Shout out. I was trying to find your name, but shout out to the person in my comments that called me the FL Messiah.
Ooh, that's
I am
clean.
him.
I like it.
That's clean.
Shout out to the people in Pro Tools that don't comment because you're just not commenting, Pro Tools people, and it's pissing me off. And I'm a Pro Tools user. To the right of me,
I don't know. I'm running out of names. There's not a lot of legendary
The
sounding
disabled
A-words.
Ableton.
Oh, that's unfortunate. That's I wouldn't rap that.
Disableton?
Ableton users, comment down some acronyms you would like to see us.
Because
You know,
I
something catchy.
Ableton.
give us some acronyms for Ableton.
Catchy
Give
Ableton
him some
acronyms.
titles for
Ableton
Ableton.
alligator.
The Ableton alligator. I'm Lacoste. I'm the Lacoste of DAWs.
Yo,
You just put me
Yo,
on.
that's another.
Nah,
He
y'all
just
not the
put me
Lacoste
on.
dogs. Y'all
You're
not the
not the
Lacoste
Lacoste
dogs.
put me on.
Y'all not the Lacoste.
We the
Because Lacoste
Lacoste
has been
dogs.
around too long and it's too premium. It's been around since my mother.
FL is the Lacoste.
Are you on crack?
Yes,
That
sir.
is the
Oh, you said it's been
FL
around
is
too
the
long.
Nietzsche of that's an old brand.
Ableton is the Echo Unlimited.
We the
It's
fu-
Echo.
we the
That's
FUBU.
violation.
Behringer is Fat Farm.
Nah, yeah, I was Behringer's.
Fat fuck.
I be really trying to hold Behringer down.
Yo, Behringer, I'm not gonna lie. The one day I'm able to give Behringer props, I promise.
I
will.
promise, even if I was send us something, Ableton. I
We just
mean,
wanna know.
Behringer, please. We
Ableton
gotta
too,
we
please
gotta
send some.
buff
What
this mystery.
What can y'all send us though? Like,
They have
Headphones,
stuff.
mics.
send me a headphone.
You're
amp.
putting me in a bad spot.
Send me a headphone.
Hold on. We all have that Behringer headphone amp. We're using the Behringer headphone
Mine
amp
is
right
from
now.
Newer.
Oh yeah.
Shout out to Newer.
I will say that. Anyway, move us on. LJ, do you have a one gotta go for us or a comparison?
Yeah, so today I got one gotta go on EQs, E-Kizzles.
Ooh.
So 3
Ooh,
EQs.
I like that.
I liked it too.
Fab Filter, Pro Q.
One gotta go?
One gotta go.
Yikes.
Okay.
Starting strong.
If I did one gotta stay, I would kill me.
Oh,
I got the Poetech.
Poetech.
I don't know how to say it. Yeah, Poetech.
660.
And I got the old reliable. My
Oh, not 660,
untouchable.
Sorry.
Waves.
EQP, whatever.
Waves F6.
Okay, so the F6, the Poetech.
RTA, whatever the
Yeah,
Pro
the
F6
RTA one.
is.
I was gonna
Hell
catch
yeah,
you with that.
real-time
I was gonna catch you
analyzer.
slipping with that. I was trying to catch him slipping with that because I was like, oh, F6 RTA or F6 because it's two different plugins.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not. When you buy F6, it comes as a bundle.
Cap. It wasn't always like that. They used to have
Oh,
that.
you're
This is some
tight.
nerdy shit. I love this.
You're tight.
F6 used to be separate from F6
What's the
RTA.
difference?
Oh, it comes with an RTA.
real-time analyzer.
Yeah. One actually came with a real-time analyzer, and then I feel like they was
Why
like,
doesn't the original come?
I think they
They
figured
got
it out.
lazy.
They combined it though. I'm sure they combined it now. But
You
Yeah,
see
because
how
I be throwing.
we bought it
What
and it
got me
comes
tight
with
was y'all would when we was doing templates a lot. Y'all would I sent one in that was F6s instead of F6 RTA.
Oh
and
my
you made me go
gosh.
back and redo. I was so tight
it's two different plugins. You ruined my
They
whole
not.
day that day. I remember that.
because I was like, it doesn't sound different.
it's not a different sound, but it's just the RTA is so much. It just be able to see everything is just so much better.
Yeah.
So F6 original is my gotta go then.
We doing RTA. You
Yeah.
bum. So which one got to go between
That's
the Fab? Okay, so I'm gonna be honest. Fab 50 Pro Q3, untouchable.
F6 is my untouchable.
Untouchable. F6 is your
To
untouchable.
be honest, can I tell you what I use the most?
What?
I use out of this list, I use the F6 the most, but I use Fruity Parametric EQ2
Okay.
the most.
Y'all
That
have one
is
of the best stock
amazing.
EQs.
Stock EQs for sure.
Right next to
sure.
Logic. Logic is honestly our little bro.
When it comes to stock plugins, FL and Logic,
Are the best.
hold on. What's
Reason,
your
maybe.
compressor in FL?
Fruity compressor
That's the only compressor I got?
and Fruity limiter. We might have another one. I might be tripping.
And soft clipper.
See,
Pretty
now
soft
that's where they
clipper.
saved themselves, is that soft clipper. Even though their VSTs are ill, like their instrument VSTs are ill,
Yeah.
but y'all in that compression,
We got Sound Goodizer. We got Growth Speed. We got a new
that puts
joint.
y'all ahead of the
Multi-band
game. Yeah.
delay.
You gotta
Oh
put me
my
on.
gosh. I'll put you on after.
Okay,
It's on FL21 on the way. Yeah.
Y'all got a multi-band compressor.
Delay.
Can I tell you
Multi-band
one of
delay.
Can I tell you one of the worst compressors I've ever used in my entire existence of living on God's green earth?
I know it.
No, you
It's the.
don't. No, you don't.
I know.
Studio One.
Oh, whoa.
That compressor is one of the worst compressors I've ever used, and it is what it is. But I hate that compressor so much. It makes my balls itch. I really don't like
That's a lot of hate.
that compressor. The DAW is great. I'm just saying that stock compressor is atrocious.
You know what's good? And I really mean, I'm not joking.
What?
Good stock plugins. Like, they're really not terrible.
Logic? Who?
Mixcraft. I truly.
I'm not even
mean
gonna say that because I don't know.
that. Acoustica owns it.
Oh, wow.
Oh, so you get those stock plugins?
Yeah.
That's pretty dope.
You get those stock.
Yeah.
Can I say something also? Pro Tools has mad stock stuff. It's just that it doesn't come native. You have to download those for free.
Oh, really?
But they're there, bro.
That doesn't make it stock. That makes it an add-on.
But it's technically stock because you can
DLC.
download it. It is a DLC.
Same with Logic. You have to add on the
The
instruments.
EX234.
The instruments,
That's
not
one of
the
the greatest samplers
Samplers of
Oh
all
my
time.
gosh,
of all
yes,
times.
Of all time.
I'm not gonna lie. Even I still understand how to use it.
Yo, Logic has a sound that is my favorite bass of all time, and it's been my favorite bass since 2009.
The
and I
Liverpool?
was fucking like 8 or 9 years old. It's called Aurora Bass, and it's been there since then.
Oh, I don't know nothing about it.
But if I was to play it for you, you'd be like, yo, this is hard.
For a stock
And
sound.
it's a style, and I never get to use it because I don't have Logic.
Okay.
Nor do I use it, but it's amazing.
I will say Pro Tools has the worst VST instrument.
Yeah, I have the
multi-call.
nastiest piano on earth, and FL keys.
The
is-
Mini Grand?
and it's right next to FL keys. I hate FL keys.
And
I
Mini
hate
Grand isn't bad.
I don't use it.
It's not great, but it's not bad. I use it to, can I be honest what I use Mini Grand for in Pro Tools? I use it to,
Find the key on your auto tune.
that too. But also,
To build
I
up
use it
chords.
I use it because the way I produce, I like to play stuff on pianos first. Like even my bass lines, I'll play on piano first, and then I'll take that and change out the instrument to the bass sound. Because for some reason, the way my brain works is when it comes to chords, when it comes to everything, I don't really like to create my chords with actual VST instruments. Like I don't know why, but I need to hear it on a piano to say, okay, this is perfect. Like I know these are the right chords, this is it. And then when I put on an instrument, I go, oh, I move one, like the middle note down. I'm like, oh no, this is like, to me, I just feel like there's so much coloration with VST instruments where when I play chords, I just can't get it out as well as opposed to just playing it on straight up keys.
Right. I
That's me.
understand.
What will make Pro Tools really those guys?
Uh-huh.
And they literally can do it tomorrow if they feel like it.
What?
Just buy one of these super small companies that makes that fleet of plugins and just throw it on. You know what Avid could buy?
What?
I'm giving away sauce. But that new company that's creating the technology where plugins could be, instead of using your CPU, it could use your GPU.
What is this? I've been
Oh.
hearing this conversation a little bit.
So I think it's called GPU Audio.
yeah.
Where it's basically plugins. They developed a way where you can run your plugins using your GPU instead of your CPU. And they have a few of their own plugins, but they're gonna create I guess something to allow third-party developers to use
integrate it and to
Yeah.
use it with the what you
Yeah,
call it.
so
That's
now
a game
if I
changer.
wanted to create an instrument plugin, it can come with.
Can I say Pro Tools? I think Pro Tools is onto it because right before I upgraded to the M1 platform,
Yeah.
there was a button in the playback engine where you check off Intel Boost. So it was like, I don't know what it did, but I guess it was giving more processing power to Pro Tools.
Yeah.
But it was like Intel Boost, it was a check mark. And I was like, okay, so you're playing with the processor a little bit. Here's one thing a lot of people don't know about Pro Tools or just DAWs in general, that kind of throws me off. You can have a lot of processing power, right? You can have an M1 chip. If I put a bunch of plugins onto one track, it doesn't separate all of that work amongst your CPU. It's like I can only use one thread on this one plugin. So sometimes I'll get the error, like, oh, I could too much processing power if I have too much plugins on one track.
Yep.
So it's not splitting up the work. It needs to say, oh, this track is for this thread, this thread. So that's one thing that I would like to be a little bit more integrated, and I could be wrong. This is super deep. Somebody with a computer engineering degree could tell me, because I look at my system usage window. Do you have system usage windows in your DAWs? Where you can see how much processing power is actually
You know what I
happening?
have?
Yep.
I have lifetime free updates.
I'm going to
That's
show
what
you.
have.
I don't. That's still nasty. Cam, I'm going to show. I really want people to see this. Can you show my computer right quick? Hold on. Sorry. Let me plug it in. I want you to see. Can you? Oh, it's coming up. Can you see mine now? Okay, so this is my system usage window, and basically what it tells me is it shows all my cores. I don't know what it relates to in the M1, but it shows me how much processing is happening to each core.
Right.
Which is dope, and I like that a lot. And it lets me know, like, oh, that's why I'm having that. Sometimes I'll see 3 on here cranked, like mad high, and everything else. I'll be like, yo, spread the work up. The other cores aren't working, and it'll
That's
piss
hard.
me off.
That's
So
super
there's a
hard.
processing. I like that Pro Tools gives me that ability to see what's actually happening behind closed doors in my
Does
plugin.
Pro Tools have a good stock EQ?
Yes. We have an amazing stock EQ. We have an EQ that I still use over other EQs. Their EQ tends to sound, when I'm looking for something bright, like really get something bright, I'm not gonna lie, Pro Tools stock EQ is a nice, bright sounding EQ for some reason. I could be super wrong, but it sounds really nice. Our compressor isn't bad. Our stock compressor isn't bad. There's a lot that you can do with it, but it's not bad. Our stock plugins are not bad.
We totally left the one gotta go, by the way.
No,
I'll
yeah.
just tell you what gotta go for me. It
Go
gotta
ahead.
be the Polytech. Let's leave it.
He might be tripping. Go ahead.
For me, I'm probably gonna say
You know it's the Polytech, bro.
it's not the Polytech.
It's not the
bro.
Polytech, bro.
It's not the Polytech. I gotta say the F6.
Yep.
F6.
Yo, my man, right here.
The F6.
Can I tell you why? Pro Q3 does everything F6 does.
No, cool.
Okay, so I keep my Pro Q3 because I like the GUI on the Pro Q3 better.
And there's one thing that I just recently discovered that Pro Q3 does really excellently.
What?
At the bottom, right next to the mix and output knob, that little square with the A on it.
Yeah.
You know what that is, right?
What is that?
It's an auto gain function.
Oh, they have auto gain on the Pro Q3?
And whenever I click it, and I actually hear like when it puts it back.
There's an auto gain?
I sit there and I'm like, bro, there's a lot of shit. Like it takes out a lot of like resonance. Like even just like headroom wise. I'm like, oh wow.
What? Where is it? Hold on, show my screen. Where is it? Wow, they have an auto gain. I didn't even know that. Oh, it's a wrap, so I can really hear what it affected.
Yeah.
Wow, so I don't have to touch my mix,
that-
volume knob. Wow, I didn't know that. Okay, so this is my thing. The reason why I get rid of the F6 and why the Polytech is kind of untouchable for me is that EQ, bro, for kicks and bass,
Yeah.
unmatched.
Can I
Yeah.
say something?
It's on every bass. What are you about to say?
When Jason Joshua drops that new plugin,
What plugin?
that new drum plugin,
You think it's gonna pack this up?
it's gonna pack.
It's not gonna pack this up for
He
me.
said it's the only thing you're gonna need on your drum bus.
That's a good sale, and I believe him.
I was
Hold
about
on.
to say you don't believe.
I
the guy.
believe him, but
I
you're not
don't.
gonna get rid of the Polytech for me because when it comes to my kicks, there's no other EQ I use. When it comes to a kick EQ, that thing, bro, as soon as you put it on, you're gonna notice a warmth. Like immediately, and that's what the Pui stuff is known for. As
Yeah.
far as, that's what the Pultec stuff is known for, is warmth and roundness. Because it's the reason why it's called Polytech is because it's from
It's a
Jack
emulation.
Joseph Pui. I think I'm saying his name right, and he has a famous Pultec EQ, and he uses a lot of it on bass stuff.
That's why it has to go for me because everybody knows FL kicks just hit.
If I throw a Polytech on your FL kick with no
FL's
settings,
gonna blow up.
you're gonna be like, oh,
FL's gonna blow
tripping.
up.
Go take it to 60 and boost it, 60 hertz, bro. You're gonna be like, oh,
all I need
my
to do
God.
is throw Smack Attack and I'll be fine.
All right, shout out to Smack Attack.
Smack Attack.
You know what I found out the other day in Smack Attack that you could do? You
clip.
know the sustain knob?
Yeah.
You can use that to get rid of room noise.
Yeah.
I didn't know
lying.
that. Yes. The that recent thing I used that I made when I showed y'all me remaking Let Me Love You?
Yeah.
So you know how like that sound of me hitting the thing?
Yeah.
There's a lot of room, obviously, because I did it on my phone. So it's boom. Bro, you hit the sustain knob down, it only
Negative,
takes the
yeah.
transient. It's like boom, boom.
That's hard.
Bro,
It's tough.
It's dope.
Super
like
hard.
Smack
Shout
Attack
out to
is
Smack Attack.
one of the
OD.
best transient
yeah,
shapers out there.
Yeah, I think F6 has to go.
F6.
Yeah, I'm gonna stick
And
with
Bleach
that.
Tech has to go for me.
Got you. Okay, let's move on. So because we do have a topic for today, and the topic of today was something that actually LJ had brought to my attention, and we argued with for about 10 minutes, and was like, "Yo, let's make this a actual subject." Was
do it.
sampling.
Yo.
How do we feel about the resurgence of sampling in today's music? Now, I have a take on it, and I know you have a take. I don't know how you want to start on it. I'm sure Courtney
I wanna
has
hear
a
your
take
take,
too. You
'cause,
want to hear my take?
yeah.
So when you say resurgence of sampling, I said to myself, well, I don't think sampling ever left. I think that it's actually even higher now because of the use of things like splice and things like that. Because samples to me don't only have to be straight up just sampling records.
No, but that's what
I got you. I got you. But even in that regard, as far as sampling older records, I feel like that has never left.
That's why it's not the return; it's the resurgence. I feel like it dipped. We can't disagree that it dipped, especially in
definitely
mainstream music.
When? In what time period?
The 2010s.
I'm about to say the 2010s, it definitely left out.
dipped. Mainstream music being sampled in mainstream music dipped in the 2010s.
Yeah.
You know why I kind
Can't
of
name
you know why I'll kind of join you with that? Because I try to think about Drake, 2010s, Drake. So I try to think about his records, and I'm scared to say,
it is
was
Nice
it
for
samples?
What? Nice for What?
That
had
was
a- had
after
a-
2010.
No, the
2018.
2010s. It was 2018.
Oh, 10s is 2018.
Yeah.
Oh, bro, yo.
2010s. That decade, there was a dip,
There's a couple,
bro.
but
There was a dip.
yeah.
There was a few, but
That's what I'm saying.
in mainstream music, especially the transition from pop dance
Yes,
music
yes.
and then rap being the new pop.
Okay.
Mainstream music
Okay.
wasn't being super sampled.
If I
And
use
Stuff was
pop,
being created.
if I use pop as my barometer, as far as like my North Star,
Of course.
I'll say, okay, yeah, pop music wasn't using much samples.
No.
And then
like that.
the switch, I can't even think of. Only thing I could really think of was Flo Rida's record.
Which one? Oh,
the,
round and he used a lot of samples back
Sample,
then.
yeah.
He used a lot of samples.
The flip now, 2020.
Okay.
The rise of drill, obviously with the drill sampling thing.
You right.
But hip hop,
Okay.
has been embracing samples a lot
System-
lately, and
yeah.
I love it, man. I'm not mad at it at
Yeah,
all.
me too. I
For
love
sure, for
even
sure.
me with remixes. I've been just taking old records and kind of just revamping them, and it's fun because it's like a new take on it. You know what I mean? Like and
Yeah,
stuff
and
like
it's
that.
incredible.
I don't have any issue with the resurgence, as you say, of sampling. I think it keeps us creative, and I always love sampling for bringing back the old stuff to the new generation so they familiar. I always laugh, and I have to get adjusted to this where I'll do a sample and kids don't know what it is.
Yep. She's all I got. I never heard that record.
That was a mega huge record. That's why it blows my mind. Every time I bring it up to you, I'm like, oh, you know what would sound good in this? She's all I got. Shout out to Jimmy Cozier. If you know, you know. It throws me off when you don't know. And I'm like, oh, that's a generation thing.
Like a lot of my generation, surprisingly enough, I'm not part of that because I'm musically
Yes, you are.
inclined.
He's musically
Not from a music standpoint.
educated.
But you are part of that generation.
But one of the biggest, if not the song of the summer, "Who Do You Think I Am?"
Yo.
A lot of people didn't know that was a
lot of
Tony
people,
record.
yeah.
Well, not a lot,
Yeah.
but a lot of younger people.
Younger people. Yeah. A lot of young people didn't know that was, what you call it? What's your take on it?
I think it's very interesting because I definitely agree with Levens. We're definitely seeing a resurgence of it. But I've also noticed a lot of people from the general music standpoint, and I guess this comes with just like everything, any era, like once it quote unquote overstays its welcome and people become privy to what's going on.
Okay.
I hear a lot of general music consumers saying, I don't know, I'm kind of like, I feel like I'm getting bored of the use of sampling. And when I ask them, like, elaborate, they kind of say, like, well, I feel like there's not so much, like, specifically certain people I talk to, the common thread is that they say, I feel like it's not as creative anymore. People are just kind of like, at this point, throwing the whole song over a beat. And I'm like, well, I guess to each his own when it comes down to how you use the sample. But even then, and a lot of these people that are saying this are people that like you, me, and Levens, they're musically educated.
Okay.
And, now, especially now that so much more time has passed between the 90s and early 2000s, they're like, okay, I know these songs. I can easily, like, recognize these songs. They're kind of saying, like, I don't know, like, it's like the whole song over a drum beat. And I'm just like, you got to kind of look at it from a different perspective. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
My argument is two things could be true. That's cool.
Exactly.
But at the same time, if people were really tired of it,
it wouldn't fly.
It wouldn't be popular.
That's true too.
The number one record in the world would not be a sampled record. Like, so it's just like at the end of the day,
Sure.
people are always going to be mad. People are
For
mad
sure.
that
change. People hate change.
Yes, people cannot stand change, especially when change has. But everything happens again, bro.
Cycles.
In circles.
Chipmunk sampling was a real thing, and people didn't like it. Y'all killed it.
And it was the
They was
shit.
mad at
It was
Knife.
dope.
They was mad
Dipset.
at that. They was mad at Kanye. Like,
Trackmasters, all of them.
through the fire.
Heatmakers.
And then right before that, what was that? 10 years prior. I'm coming out.
Exactly.
Like, it's gonna happen. And if people don't like it, guess what? It won't sell.
Can I tell you why I think people don't like it? Because I think when I hear something, I'm like, they sampled this. This is old. I'm like, holy shit, how old am I? I think that's what those
that
people
brings
are.
another conversation. How do you think? How soon is too soon to sample? I think
Great
if
question.
it came out yesterday, I could sample it. If I'm creating something new, if I'm creating something amazing, and if I'm creating something palatable,
Okay.
guess what? I'll credit the person.
Okay.
And we're still creating new music at the end of the day. It's not like I'm I can do a cover and it's still gonna be new music.
Exactly.
You know what I can say? I think that sampling is becoming younger.
Yes.
Meaning
You know
we're the span of it's time to sample that is way shorter. Because back in the day, think about it. If I listen to like Kanye and them, and I hear him doing like Otis Redding records and stuff like that, I think to myself, that was like 40, 50 years ago.
At the gap between 20 to 20, beyond 20.
Beyond 20 years.
Ice
Now,
Spice just sampled "It's Alive,"
and I'm like, that's pretty recent. If I heard,
Exactly.
guess what? If I heard a Nelly sample right now, I'll be like, oh wow. I would be
Yeah.
like, and
Like,
that's not
whoa.
long. That's like 15.
But
10
here's the
years?
thing, because
15 years.
music is becoming younger.
Okay.
There's more access.
Okay.
Not only with streaming,
Right.
not only with iTunes, but
Creating it.
let's be honest. If we're gonna be real, two things in this life are free: WinRAR. Y'all know about WinRAR?
Oh my god.
Damn right. You want something. You want something.
The
zipping.
40-day free trial.
zip.
That's not really a 40-day free.
The
Two things in this life are free:
evaluation.
WinRAR and YouTube to MP3.
You
So
damn
whoever is
right.
listening that actually bought WinRAR,
You are
You are
that's
rich.
their business plan. Is you don't need to buy it.
yeah, no.
It's for businesses. Businesses need to buy, because if you're a accredited business,
Yeah.
if you work at Apple and Apple didn't pay their free trial, it makes Apple looks crazy. So the businesses pay for it.
Got
Consumers,
you.
because if it was a big problem, they know we're not paying for this.
Yeah,
they
they
would
know.
have just patched
Yeah.
it.
Well, literally, if you in Windows, I could just right click a file and press send to compressed folder, and it
That's
zips
why
it.
WinRAR's dying, because
They
it's
integrated it.
integrating it.
Yeah.
But shout out to WinRAR, y'all held us down.
You did.
For real.
I like
But,
your little
OD.
books icon. It was little books.
Yeah, it was pretty
But
cool.
yeah, well, YouTube to MP3 and WinRAR are the only two things that are free in this world, right?
No, I think they shut it down.
And
Didn't they kill it?
no, there's a bunch. There's like 30.
Yeah, you can do like
there's
a bunch
more.
of different joints.
No,
I
there's
got-
more.
I got one.
Yeah,
So
we're not
hard.
really-
I just gotta get past all the
There's
porn.
3. I'm sorry, not 2.
Once I get past all the porn,
He said,
it lets me
Yeah,
download.
all them asses. There's 3. WinRAR, YouTube to MP3, and lifetime free updates from FL Studio. But YouTube to
Shameless
MP3, if
plug.
I like a record,
Yeah.
even if I never heard it, blame it on the Boogie, the Jacksons.
Yeah.
I want to sample it, send that over, or I'll pay 99 cents on iTunes.
You know why I think
And I have it in my FL
y'all
session.
are cheating too, your generation, because y'all have access to Lala AI
for sure.
It's not
and-
cheating.
and
It's
Serato.
evolution.
It is evolution, but
evolution.
it's cheating
Once
too.
again, I was in the
y'all
studio.
have the explain.
I want to explain. I want to explain it.
Okay.
So,
Explain
long
to
story
people.
short, Lala AI, shout out to them. They've showed a lot of love to me. Lala AI and Serato now too. The STEM feature, where you can upload your record and extract any record. Extract the drums, extract the melody, extract the vocals, extract the bass. So you
Facts.
literally have tools to piece with it. And can I tell you something? This is not cheating. This is an evolution. Knife's face when he was able, Knife played, oh my gosh, when he was able to switch everything around
it.
and throw out the drums now the drums don't need to compete with the boom bap drums.
Yeah, bro.
And you could put the bass line to come in later.
Yeah, bro. It's wild.
Imagine
Yeah.
if Jay Dilla had that.
Yeah.
It's a
Imagine
whole
if
different-
Kanye had that.
Yeah.
Bro.
All of those producers.
So it's just like, Yeah, we are out of
y'all
Drunken Hot
cheating.
Girls. If he was able to take the
think
drums
so.
off of Drunken Hot Girls and
wow.
chop that,
That's a cheat.
I don't think it's a
code.
cheat because
How?
you know what I always
it's not a cheat.
It's not. It's just things
It's
like you
evolution.
just
Shit
said.
grows,
it's
bro.
evolution. Things are opening up,
Right.
and this is the future of it. 'Cause-
Imagine.
Go
I'm
ahead,
sorry.
go ahead.
I use it.
Imagine because this is like imagine Quincy Jones looking at Pro Tools saying, "Y'all
Facts.
motherfuckers is cheating."
He would say that. He'd be like,
Exactly.
how does
I
this?
had to
How
cut
did this
tape.
man have the synth? That's just the synth of Thriller.
Imagine, I don't know if
You'd be
y'all,
like, what?
I don't know if y'all have ever seen a Michael Jackson session, but y'all should Google it. Y'all should YouTube it. Imagine if Mike was able to just stack all day. I'm sure Mike
Mike would
stopped
never leave.
stacking because he had to stop stacking.
Yeah, because
But you
he
know
was
how
limited
Mike
to
is with his
tracks.
background. So, but imagine Pro Tools with Michael Jackson. That's a
Mike would
good.
be in
That's
there.
a good skit.
Mike
Hey,
would be
Michael.
in there.
Hey, Michael, we got this new shit called Pro Tools. For real?
He don't answer his phone.
Right?
First of all, Michael Jackson did have access to Pro Tools. He did start using Pro Tools because he did have a modern. He had a remember Butterfly.
He had an album 20 years ago.
Yeah, he had modern day albums, and I think he was using it early too. I'm sure because I'm pretty sure they was tracking.
Recording with 50.
Yeah,
Right,
They-
But
That
imagine,
was a
imagine
50
that
in
with
Akon.
now. Imagine Rock With You on Pro Tools.
On Pro Tools would be crazy.
Wanna rock with you.
But I will say too,
Son.
and there's
Yo,
a point.
Exactly.
for Mike to be able to pan, bro.
There's a point. There's a
To
point to
pan,
pan,
bro?
right?
You
To
can pan back.
pan.
You pan on the board.
I'm not. Oh, see, I'm not. Yo,
Which is still
want
better.
because I want to get off that this part of the
Imagine
combo.
Waves plugins and
But-
Michael Jackson.
But nah, leaving just talking some mess.
Mike
I'm not
would
gonna
be
lie.
the only artist with Adobe Atmos sponsorship.
For facts. Because
ahead.
with panning,
Right.
if R.I.P. to GOAT, but if Freddie Mercury, if Queen was able to remake Bohemian Rhapsody
Okay,
in Pro Tools,
so
but to be fair,
Prince being able to punch in a
being able
guitar.
to punch in the guitar is
I believe
legendary.
that Prince was like, "What is this wizardry?
What is punching in?
I will not-
I do this.
I do this one take."
Prince was a wizard. That guitar
He was a
was a
wizard.
wizard.
Prince
Was
is
a wizard.
Prince is
He was
definitely
a
a dude that be like, "You bitches, you bitches." I had
But
a Prince
I-
story.
Imagine
But I
being a
definitely think
Prince
for Full Sail people.
Prince's
I'm here for
engineer.
this. I want to hear that too.
What?
Imagine being Prince's
As an
engineer. I
engineer.
feel like he'd be mad sassy.
Yeah.
Shout out to Prince.
Can I tell you about Prince engineers?
Mhm.
If you had to engineer for Prince, it was a process. You never heard the story about Prince and Full Sail that they always told us?
Nah.
They used it as a teaching lesson. It was like a curriculum. Not a curriculum, but they always said, hey, this is what you don't do in the studio with an artist. He told, and this is a story, this is a myth, urban legend, could not be true. The kid, he was like, we had a Full Sail student, top of our class. Sent them out, was like, yo, we're gonna put a Full Sail student with Prince. He's gonna assist in the session. So the main engineer said, this is what you don't do. Do not look Prince in the eye. Don't look at him in his eye. Don't, and now I'm saying a story. It might not be true. He said, don't look Prince in the eye. Easy. I've actually heard that before with artists. Don't look him in the eye. Don't stare at them. Cool. So he said, Prince came in. He's cool. He's doing his thing. He said, Prince asks, I want Neapolitan ice cream. Go get it. So kid went and said, all right, I'm gonna go get Neapolitan ice cream. So he goes to the store. They don't have Neapolitan. So what did he do? He did the smart thing. He went and got chocolate and vanilla ice cream. Because that's what Neapolitan is. It's a mix of chocolate and vanilla.
And
He-
strawberry.
He
I was saying
came
the
back.
strawberry.
Okay, I didn't know that. He came back with chocolate and vanilla
Yeah.
and was like, hey, if they didn't have Neapolitan, I got chocolate and vanilla. They said, Prince said, who is this guy? And he said, he's one of our Full Sail students. He said, never hire anyone from that school ever again.
Oh my god.
He shitted on he sniped the whole school.
Yo, imagine walking back to campus after that.
And you let down the whole school.
Yo, future
What are we
generations,
supposed to
future
do?
classes.
We always in that
we
class.
would jump him, bro.
Bro, we always in that class like, oh.
What do you do?
Now we can't work. None of us will ever work with
Prince
Prince
again.
So God rest his soul. But yeah, if you worked with Prince, you couldn't mention that you went to Full Sail.
That's
That
OD.
was that was an urban legend. So yeah,
Shout out.
bring the right ice
another-
cream.
Another.
What if he
notch.
would it have been worse if he went back with none, with no Neapolitan ice cream?
I feel like it would have been
Prince
worse.
would have made
No
him
ice
walk to what
Target.
Diddy did cheesecake.
Oh,
What is
to
it?
to
Yeah.
Junior's?
Go to Junior's now. I know we're in Houston, but go to Junior's and get me a fucking Neapolitan.
I wonder if he looked Prince in the eye after that. He's like, "Yo, don't ever hire somebody from this school again."
I look at him. Yo, I ain't gonna lie.
Stare
In that
dude
moment,
down.
if I'm down bad and I know I lost, that's the moment where I be at Prince. Yo, you dead ass, bro.
Yo, for real,
Like
man?
you're not for real, bro. Y'all gonna sit here? Like that's what you gotta. Y'all for real?
Y'all
Y'all tolerating this? Real
Or
talk?
y'all?
Y'all gonna sit
R.I.P.
here?
to Prince.
This is where the
man.
energy
R.I.P.
is.
to Prince,
The
man.
greatest music.
Nah,
I
for
miss,
sure,
not-
for sure.
I miss those artists and I miss those stories.
For sure, right?
Like when we would hear about like Usher on his writer, he would request all the green M&Ms, Myth again.
Oh, that's Mariah. I thought that was Mariah.
There was an Usher one too. There used to be a website where you could see everybody's rider.
Yeah.
That was hard. I'm gonna check that that thing out. But that is the time that we have today. That was our episode basically on the resurgence of sampling. And if we like it, please comment, like, and subscribe. Also, please make sure you comment and also rate us on Spotify and Apple. That helps so much. I know you guys love the content, but it really helps even more when you share the actual stuff that we post, especially at Help Me Devvon Instagram. So that was an episode. I really hope you guys enjoyed that. And until next time, you guys.